What's up, guys? Pop Truth here alongside with Spyral. What's up, man?
It's been a while.
Been a while. Last time
And the
we came
last
on.
time was
Anti-meta.
Anti-Meta. I did Altergeist as well.
You did Altergeist?
Yeah.
On my channel?
Yeah.
I got over 200 videos on.
Yeah, I topped in Xeno Zero Gaming with Altergeist. I think I got fourth with that.
Are you sure I did the profile?
Yeah.
He got the wrong proper truth. He got proper lies. That's what he got. He got proper lies. No, damn, Altergeist. So we know it's not Altergeist you're giving us. It's not anti-meta.
Nope.
What are you
It's
giving us?
Yuma's Utopia deck, but it's with the new stuff from Brothers of Legend.
I was about to ask
So
that. So you think with the new stuff it's pretty dope?
yeah. The sad part is that you have to play hand traps. You have to play cross out because this deck loses to a lot of different things. Well, mostly Nibiru.
Okay.
But everything else, I think it's fine. Like, it could get ashed and Valor, it could keep going. But Nib just completely destroys the deck. Yeah.
So let's see what you got.
All right. So, start off
He
with
even got the mat. I just realized the mat.
So we start off with Utopic Automonopia.
What?
He,
I forgot they all got weird names.
yeah, it's weird names.
Onomatopoeia.
This, he counts as all the names. Yeah, Gugu, Dodo, whatever, like all that stuff. He counts as all of those. His other effect is if when he's on the field, you can activate his effect as special any of the names that he is from your hand to the field.
Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad.
Then you have his other brothers in arms.
Gaga coat.
Yep. I don't want to pronounce the whole name because it's a lot.
Yeah. That's why I just.
When he's summoned on the field, he can target and choose any Go-Go-Go or Dodo monster from the graveyard and special it. Also, if you control a Zubaba or Gagaga monster, he specials himself. So if you have the Onomatopoeia on field and they negate it with Valor,
Yeah.
you can just special him from the hand right after.
Fair enough. Okay. Not bad.
Then for the last of this
I remember
group,
Glove.
Glove. Glove he's like very underrated good. But I only play two because you don't want to see him in the opening hand. You rather see him when you search them.
Okay.
So when he's in the graveyard, if you control any of the other two that I just showed, he can special himself out from the graveyard.
Yeah. People were using him for Adam Emancipators, right?
Yep.
Okay. I remember.
And you can special a Zubaba or Dodo monster or Gaga monster from your hand if he's on the field. But you only play two because you have to run a lot of the new stuff, so I had to decrease some cards. I used to play him at 3, I just put him at 2. He's fine at 2. The ZS monsters, which is the standard brothers, the red and the blue.
Perfect. I love how you just went right.
But I decreased one of the brothers
Save.
because we have a new card, which I'll show you in a second.
Okay.
He's the best one because he specials from hand if you control no cards, and he's the one that adds you the rank up spell, which you really need in this deck to do anything.
The new rank up?
Yeah, the new rank up.
Okay.
And the Arm Sage, he searches for ZW when he's overlaid under Utopia. So you can do Utopia double with both of these, and it'll be 3 chain links. It'll be chain link 1 ZW search, chain link 2 rank up search, chain link 3 detach to search double or nothing. That's how the usual combo is.
Okay.
So it chain blocks, so you don't get ashed for your rank ups if you really need it. So these are the ZS monsters.
Okay.
Then we got the new guy, Astrotopia.
He came out in
Brothers of Legend, yes.
Okay.
So what he does is, when there's an Exceed monster on the field, he can special himself. And while he's on the field face up, you can discard a card from your hand or send a card from your field to the graveyard to add a Onomat or Zexal or number spell or trap card.
Okay.
So he's very good because sometimes you have cards in your hand, like for example, if you have Dodo Glove in your hand, and you're like, damn, I can't use this right now because he's not in the graveyard, you can just use his effect, discard him, search for a Zexal spell or a number spell, whichever one you want.
Okay.
And then now you have him set up engraved for when you summon the Onomat 3 because you need to see one. He's once per turn, unfortunately, but you need to see him. He's like very important to the deck now.
Fair enough.
And the last monsters is The ZW equips.
The blade twins. Okay.
These two can equip from the hand or field. This one is the one that's really bad if you draw it in your first hand, because you want to equip them from deck. So when he's equipped to a Utopia, your monster can be destroyed by battle. If you equip this to Utopia, your monsters can be targeted by card effects. This one boosts by 13, this one boosts by 12, this one boosts by 1,000, but this one has a Doom Caliber effect, where any time on the field when a monster effect is activated, you can negate the effect.
Okay.
So he's good at that.
Okay.
So we go to the spells. The spells I had to decrease and increase some and decrease some because with all the stuff we got in the new set, I had to make space for it.
Okay.
So play 1 Zexal Construction. People usually play 3. I don't think I need 3 because I don't want to see 2 of them. It's kind of bad. But this helps you, like if you, let's say you want to do Utopia double, and you have double or nothing in your hand already, and now Utopia double's dead, you can just reveal the double, search any of the 4 cards they ask you to, which is ZW, ZS, Zexal, or Rank Up, and just put the double or nothing back in your deck and add that card. So it's like, it helps you recycle dead cards, and also if you draw this, it helps you put this back in the deck, because this is the worst card to have in your hand. So that's the one. Then you got one of the new rank up. A lot of people tell me why not play more than one, but it's just too good at one, and I don't want to see it too many times. What it does is you could target any rank 9 or lower Utopia monster, and special a rank 10 or higher Utopia monster or Utopic monster from your extra deck. And if an Exceed monster is Exceed Summon and this is in the graveyard, it attaches itself as an attachment to that monster. I'll explain how this works later on. The one double or nothing because you need it for the combo for Utopia double.
These are all the staples now.
The one call by. The one Exceed Change Tactics.
Okay, draw power.
I only play one because since you play Astro Utopia, he can search this, so you don't have to draw it now. So those are the rest of the 1-ofs. Then we got the 3-ofs, which are the most important cards.
Just the searchers and stuff like that.
3 Onomatopoeia.
Okay.
This one lets you search any of the first 3 monsters that I showed, so it lets you search 2 of any of these combined. You can have 2 of this, 2 of these, 2 of these, or 1 and 1, 1 and 1. It doesn't matter as long as you add 2. That's how that works. But you have to discard a card to activate it.
Makes sense.
Onomatopoeia pickup. This is literally to add this to hand.
Okay.
This is literally like if I don't have this, this gets this, and this helps me discard, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Pieces.
I used to play Reinforcements, but Reinforcements doesn't have the ability that this has, where if I have Astrotopia on the field, I can send this to grave and add another card. So it has synergy with the deck. So I'd rather play something that works with the synergy than with it not working.
Makes sense.
And the only trap,
Counter.
well, there's more traps and spells, but this is a different thing.
The counter, yeah.
I play 1. You can search this with Astrotopia. When a spell or trap or monster effect is activated while you control and exceed, you just can negate it. And if basically if an exceed number monster is destroyed, you can reset it from the grave to the field. These are the staples I play in the deck. Play 3 Ash. Because you can use it against your opponent and you can use it to protect yourself. I play 3 Crossout.
Of course, have to.
Because, you know, I mean, getting Ash in this deck isn't that bad. It's getting Drolled, that's bad. Getting Nibbed is bad. Lancey doesn't do anything. And then the 3 Imperm.
Okay.
So that's it for the main deck.
40 cards, right?
Yep, 40. An extra deck. This is where things get a little different, where you have a lot of options because the new Utopia summons. He summons any number monster that's from 1 through 100. So you have lots of options that I use that I think work really well with this deck, going first and going second.
Okay.
So we'll start off with F-Zero and F-Zero Drago.
Okay.
So There's certain times where you can make a board with him at the end, or you can use him late game. I prefer him using him late game when I have two exceeds that aren't numbers to make him, because it's hard to hard make this, because you have to make two. To make Utopia Future, you have to have two monsters that aren't numbers that are the same rank, and then you can throw this on top. But if you have two numbers, you can't do it.
Okay.
So I rather late game where I already use my resources and then I just make him after.
Makes sense. Okay.
The new card, I play one, Utopic Sage. He's really good if you're missing an extender. So like, you can detach two cards, special summon a ZW or a ZS monster. Sometimes I use him if I don't have the ZS, if I don't have the Sage on the field, but I have a level 4, I detach two special this, so then I get my rank up.
Oh, okay.
And then also, there's times where you don't have a ZW for your monster to have protection, so he can also special that, and then that can equip it itself. So he's really, really useful, but you only need him once, because he also has a field and grave effect as well, where if a Utopia monster was to be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish him from the field or grave instead to protect it.
That's pretty dope.
We have the Gagaga Magician for the late plays to make the F-Zero, because the specials that you exceed from the graveyard.
Okay.
And Tornado Dragon for back row, because you need to have two rank 4s to make the F-Zero, so you don't want to clog your extra deck up with too many numbers, because then you can't make them.
Yeah.
For the Utopia guys, play one old school Utopia C39 Ray. One S39 Utopia Prime, one Utopia Double, two Utopias, regular Utopias, of course. Those are the rank 4s. Now for the high rank monsters, you play one Utopia the Lightning for, sometimes you could go for a game, sometimes you just use him to overlay and to rank up as well. The new Utopia Ultimate Leo Ray. This card is so broken. I don't know why it's so broken, but what he does is he can detach a material. He can equip any ZW from the deck to him.
Okay.
He's really good because he gets that horrible neg card out of your deck, the horse.
Okay.
Because you don't want him in your hand. You can just equip it to him, and when he's equipped with a ZW monster, he can negate a monster and cuts attack in half.
Okay.
So when you have this equipped with the horse already has his own negate, and you have another negate. So you have two negates. So you have two Omni negates already on the field, just off one card. Then we play Hope Harbinger. This is for, I'll explain this in a minute. And the god himself, Utopia Dragnar, he is so broken. When he's Exceed Summon, you can detach two. It's a quick effect. You can detach two materials to special any number monster from 1 through 100 from your extra deck.
You got 100 choices.
Yeah, one number monster between 1 and 100, right? So a lot of people are saying, oh, but how can you summon Ray with this? Because in the extra deck, he counts as C39.
Okay.
So even though he doesn't have the number here, he still counts as it. So he can always be summoned by this. Just to make things clear, just so. And the reason why I play Titanic Galaxy is because during your opponent's turn, alright, so you use Dragnar during your opponent's standby phase. You detach two and you special Titanic Galaxy on their turn. So if they have Nadir Servant or they have like any spells that they need to use, this will you'll have the negate ready already.
Okay.
And then the last card, Zeus, because it's an Exceed deck.
It's an Exceed
like
deck.
you have to play it.
And he looked like a Utopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eating. Not bad, not bad.
The side is what you prefer, but for my opinion, for the side, you side cards that you know you're gonna lose against. So Droll and Lock, Nibiru, I side Lancia. Lancia is only to go against Floowanderees and Tri-Brigade, Lyrilisk, stuff like that. You can also side Dimensional Barrier to stop Synchrodex. And for back row, for back row disruption, you can use Hey Trunade. for the Eldritch matchup, and also Spiritualism, which is a very underrated card. You have to pick that up. Spiritualism could go through Imperial Order, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just doing the honor of, you know, I love Utopia, so I just had to make it. So.
That's fair enough. It looks pretty dope. I gotta play against it. But alright, any shout outs?
Well, to you, of course, bro. Like,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Also, the store we're in, Gamer's Choice.
Gamer's Choice,
These guys, man.
Gamer's Choice.
When they opened, I lived so far away from every other shop.
It's about it.
So that's pretty much it.
Alright guys, so guys, there you guys have it. Spyral's Utopia deck. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment.
Shout out for my lad, you know?
There you go, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and we all hope to see you at the next video. Later.
Here we go.